Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Genesee County, New York, our Rags to Riches series. Also, kind of a contracting series here at this point, and looking at it at this point, I'm thinking this will probably also stay a contracting series. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I've kind of been debating that back and forth. Again, we'll kind of see once how it plays out here, but more than likely, this is probably going to stay a contracting series like it has so far. And you know, again, as a reminder, if you're starting from absolute scratch, which is what we did, we started with $0, zero money, zero equipment, technically zero land, though we do own like some of the borders around the map and stuff like that. Just because if we tried to sell it, we'd have to remove some of the factories and stuff, and I didn't want to break anything by doing that. So, yeah, we start with nothing, so really the only way to make money is doing contracts, right? I don't think there's really any other way to make money in the game unless you do contracts, because again, even logging takes money to get started, right? And okay then, oh, there we go. Okay, well, that's not a whole lot, is it? You know what? I might be right back. We'll be right back in a minute. Oh, Kevin, and we are back here. I just restarted my save game here. Before I started recording, I went and looked at the contracts that are available. I'm like, oh, okay, there's a couple of decent contracts that were available. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait till I start recording, then we'll take those contracts. Well, within the couple of minutes of starting recording, apparently those contracts disappeared. And I know I keep mentioning this here, but I don't know why that is. But I go look. It's like, okay, well, there's a couple of good contracts we can take. By the time I start the game and go, get those contracts, they disappear. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway. So yeah, just grabbed two of these contracts, and I made sure I grabbed them right away at once, so I didn't even show you folks grabbing these here, because I did not want them to disappear on me. There was a couple of other ones here, too, the previous time around. I don't know what happened to those, like a cultivating one. Actually, there still is a cultivating one, but there was another cultivating one, and then there was a harvesting one, too. I don't know what happened to that one. Oh, well, whatever. I think the contract would stay somewhat the same, because the fields shouldn't really be changing, right? But what do I know? Anyway, fertilizing contract. Guess that'll work out pretty good. We got the fertilizer spreader right here. We should probably load up with some fertilizer, though, because we got two of them to do. And we'll just, I will see how far we get here this episode. I know I keep saying this. We should really look at filling up the seed tender there with fertilizer, because, again, the fertilizer portion of that tender is, unfortunately, kind of useless to us, it seems like, at this point. Okay, we'll let this fill up here. While that's filling up, where do we need to go? Field 10 and Field 36. Let's see which field would be better to go to here first. So Field 10, not that far away. Field 36, to be honest, they're probably both about the same distance. I think we'll probably go to Field 10 first. Don't think I've been to Field 10 yet either that I recall here. So if we go check our... Yeah, we've been to Field 8, Field 7. Field 8, so yeah, if we just go to Field 8, actually even Field 13 might be the closest. Okay, you know what? I bet our field approach is probably going to be down that road there if I had to guess something. So we're going to go down the road there by 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Field 3 there. That's probably going to be our best location, I'm thinking. Okay, there we go. Got that filled up. Let's head out. And, of course, in between episodes, I want to finish up the contracts we were working on here. We were sitting at $200,000 there, so I bought fertilizer. Fertilizer is kind of expensive, right? One of the things to keep in mind when you're doing the fertilizing contracts, they usually pay halfway decent, right? But keep in mind, you also got to buy the fertilizer for them, so that can get a little pricey. Seeing as how this is the only one we got, I might as well just drive this down here myself. Let's see, is it worth? I think we'll just keep on recording. How many folks can enjoy the scenery here this time around? It is mostly flat map, but still a very nicely done map, Kevin. Highly suggest checking it out if you're not already done so. Keep in mind, it is a PC-only map to my knowledge, so for those of you console players, sorry. Again, it is a PC only. It is a 4x map, so 4 times larger than your standard size map. One of the reasons why when you're driving out this map, it takes a while to get places. And so far, at least in my case, I mean, I've not played on a whole lot of maps that are larger than your standard size map here in the game. Most of the maps I've played on have been standard size maps, so it feels a little odd playing on a map that's larger than that here. I think well, actually, you know what? Maybe I better not say this. I'm trying to think now if I've played on a map that's larger than standard size here in 20. I'm pretty sure I have, but I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. I might have only played on standard size maps so far. Pretty sure I did one other 4X map, though. But, yeah, again, like I said, most of the maps I've played on have been standard size. And again, a standard size map, for those who are wondering, is 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers. A 4X map, or 4 times large oven, is 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers. And of course, for those of you using the real numbers here, not the communist numbers, there, 2 kilometers. Oh, what would that be? That would be like a mile and a quarter, mile and a half, somewhere in there. I think probably a mile and a quarter, probably be about the closest, I think. And then, of course, for a 4X map, I'm going to be looking at probably, what, a good 2.5 miles, maybe a little bit more than that, by 2.5 miles. Okay, do I have a route going down this road? It appears I have one coming. Oh, no, never mind. Not. I say it looks like I got one coming back, but nope. Okay, we're going to start recording right here then. This is the right road. Double check this. Yes, it is. Yep, pretty sure that's us right there. And then real quick, I don't want this line, so we're going to disconnect that one. We're going to connect this one to that one. We'll connect this one to that one. And we'll connect, how about that one to that one. And you know what I could do is I could make that a curve line too. There we go. Look at that nice curve into that. Oh, yeah, okay, good. So it looks like we stopped recording there for a minute. Nope, we're still recording. Perfect. So what I'm probably going to want to do is I'm going to go all the way down to this other end, and then we'll have to record a path out. Field 10. Nope, that's not field 10. The next one is field 10 here. By the way, for those who may be looking for a little bit more detailed videos in auto drive, I don't necessarily have any for Farming Simulator 22 of them. I do have Farming Simulator 19 ones. And again, auto drive really hasn't changed, Devin. So if you're looking for some how-tos on auto drive, you can look at my Farming Simulator 19 ones, and like I said, they will be exactly the same. Auto drive really has not changed. All the functionality that was there in 19 is still here in 22. Kind of nice, right, Evan? Keeps the learning curve there to a minimum, right? It's identical for the most part. Okay, we're going to stop recording. And you know what? I might as well just record on the way back here too, right? Might as well just finish this road route off, I guess. So start recording here again. And this is how I like to end my roads. I just put a loop at the end there like that. Probably not, to be honest, the best, but what are you supposed to do, right? Trying to keep them connected. One of the big things I would say with auto drive does not like loose ends, shall we say. At least that's what I like to call them anyway. So just, I've always found it works best, or at least it seems like it works best, if everything is a closed loop, or closed system, so to speak, right? And again, as I keep saying too, if you want to really build an auto drive network on your map, do some contracting work. Wow, you're going to be recording routes all over the place, or at least I am anyway, everyone. And, we haven't done a whole lot with recording maybe specific routes for fields, again, for like maybe grain carting and stuff like that, per se. But I am trying to set my routes up in a way so that it will work for that if we have to, right? The only thing we would have to necessarily maybe do is actually create a grain cart route on the field. Okay. Let's actually get our field route set up here real quick a minute. We'll start the fertilizer. We might be able to get this field done here this episode. It's not super large. Well, again, I'm before I say that, 4X map, and I keep getting myself in trouble when I say that one because I say, oh, it's not a very big field. 4X map, I mean, it's, it's 4 times bigger than the map or the fields I'm normally used to seeing, right? So, gotta kind of keep that in mind. And again, we'll create a route. Don't know why you'd probably ever need this element, but in case you do, I'll have it. Make a nice curved line into that one there. We'll go down, probably about 2/3, 3/4 of the way to the end here. And we'll call that field 10. And maybe because I want to try to avoid that pole there, I'm going to stop right about here. Okay, stop recording. First waypoint will go to that one there. Don't know why you'd probably ever want to go that way, but in case auto drive for some reason wants to, it has the option. Am I going the wrong way on this one? Oh, wait, yes, I am. Never mind. We need to disconnect this one. This one needs to go to here. That one needs to go to there. Okay, got it right. Got to watch that one. I get that wrong occasionally. Or maybe I should say frequently. Okay, we're done. Turn off auto drive. Let's actually get some work done here. Okay, speaking of work, we're going to need some GPS for this here. Oh boy, what are we looking at? Probably a... Let's see, once you're 89. I think it's probably more like an 88 to be honest, but we'll see once how this looks here. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Now say what happened. Oh, wrong way. Page up, page down. We'll shift that over a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll stick with it, see how it looks here. Hopefully it's not too far off by the time we get to the end, I guess. Oh, I need to unfold. Fine. Also, that GPS alignment was not working out so well. There we go. Now we're good. Again, when it comes to these contracts, I'm not sure what's going on with the contracts. We're not seeing a whole lot of contracts. I mean, we got a huge map of them, and I thought we'd be seeing plenty of contracts to do here. But again, even this spring, I mean, there really was not that much for contracts. So I don't know what's up with that. Just we'll take what we can get, I guess, and fortunately do a lot of fertilizing contracts, it seems like. I like to see a little more cultivating, planting, and maybe some other style contracts. I don't know if there's any others or not. There are some plowing ones. I've done one plowing one so far. I think I did that off camera, though. And that was with a mold board plow, by the way, because I had to borrow the equipment for it. And, of course, the game gives you, well, guess what? Mold board plow, because that's the only plows that the game technically comes with. Well, though, I guess you do have... Well, actually, let's go back to that. I mean, when it actually comes to the plows, I mean, like, the plows are literally the only plows the game comes with. Now, you do have some subsoilers, spaders. I think that's it, right? Just the subsoilers and spaders. Or, yeah, no, I don't think the power harrows, because that'd be cultivating. Mulchers, nope. So, yeah, subsoilers and spaders, I mean, that can count as plows as well. But, again, per the game categories, there's only one category of plows, and those are all for mold board plows. Leave it to the Europeans to be farming back in the 1950s, right? And by the way, when just not just that there's mold board plows in the game. Oh no, I mean, like farmers over in Europe, they actually like use these. I'm not entirely sure why. Because yeah, we've pretty much all but done away with the use of these here in the States. For them, again, there's a few farmers here and there that'll use them. Typically more for specialty type applications, but like I mean, they're still making brand new, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottom plows. Like what the heck, really? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section and see what you folks had to say. A reminder, by the way, as we're heading over to the comments here, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you give the channel a subscribe there and a thumbs up. And of course, if you're already subscribed, make sure you turn on your notifications there as well. That way you get notified when the latest, greatest RDAllen video goes live. Okay, and then heading over to the comments here. Hetro was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Hetro, oh, this is the other video too. It's saying good video on this one, and I'm surprised how many Fendt tractors there are in Pennsylvania. I have a Case dealer about 8 miles away from me, yet very seldom do I see new model Case tractors. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of Case tractors around where I live either. There's definitely a few of them, but not a lot. You know, same thing like New Holland. You see a few New Holland tractors. But primarily the tractor you see used around where I live, I would say, is the John Deere. Like, John Deere is definitely the big one. And I know where the New Holland dealer is. I know where the Case dealer is as well. Again, you just don't see quite as many of them. Keith was saying patrolling in the open sewer streets in Baghdad was pretty bad, but nothing like the stink like a cat urine. And yeah, for those you've seen, let's see once here. Was this last episode? Yeah, this is last episode we talked about this here. For those you've seen that episode, you'll know what that comment's about there. Oh my goodness, that one. Long story short, cat was going to the vet. Wife put him in the carrier. Cat peed in the carrier. The pee ended up leaking in the seat, and talk about an almighty stench that was impossible for us to get rid of. Oh my goodness, that one. Got a whole video on my channel about it for those who are curious, so check that out if you want to know more. Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that there, Christopher. Norton was saying 38-inch row spacing was very common for corn years ago. It was 38. I was trying to think what the width was, Evan. I know there was a couple of wider widths back in the days. Nowadays, Evan, most corn is planted on 30-inch rows. Oh, Ethan left a good comment here. Ethan was saying course play in Farming Simulator 19 a little rough. Yeah, that's a good point there, Ethan. Maybe I should have rephrased a little rough because say course play in 19 was a little rough. That's probably being really generous. Course play in 19, that one was if we're putting it politely, that one was a train wreck, if you ask me. Train wreck, the tracks were removed, the train derailed, completely wiped out the entire continent. That's like that's pretty much course play then. Farming Simulator 19 there. Kellen was saying I was unaware that McCormick made newer tractors until my dad picked up one a few years ago. He got a McCormick 2010 yard tractor. Not sure on the model or anything like that. Yeah, I was not aware of that either. One of the European, I think it was one of the European farmers, right? He has a couple of, I think they're McCormick, right? Thinking of a different brand. Not pretty sure they were McCormick. And then, of course, in the game here as well, I'm like, really, McCormick? That's not a brand name I'm particularly familiar with, at least in the newer tractor market anyway, right? Oh, how are we looking so far? Yeah, I don't know. We might not get this done this episode. Might not. It's going to be close. No, maybe not even close. I don't know. We'll see once here. We have to go look at the contract page here, see once what we're up to here. We are up to... Oh, this is a smaller field, too. Field 10. We're 50. Oh, yeah, so we might. We're at 50%. Got to go up and down the field a couple more times here. And this isn't one of the widest spreaders here, by the way. It's pretty good, but it's not the best. I think one of the widest ones I have is actually one of those 3-point ones. I think it goes like 42 meters or something like that, which is not quite twice the width of this one, but it's getting up there. Killen was saying, I'm not sure why my comments keep getting removed. There's a mod on the Mod Hub that lets you choose what contracts you see. I've got it set to just harvesting contracts. I've got 13, 15 installed and play them once in a while for nostalgia. And when he says 13 and 15, he's talking Farming Simulator 2013 and Farming Simulator 2015. Play them once in a while for nostalgia. Interesting. Very, very cool. Also, the mod that lets, or the mod on the Mod Hub that lets you see what contracts. Yeah, I don't know if I have that one or not. You know, and again, I mean, like I keep saying, I don't know why the contracts keep disappearing when I start recording. I mean, like, I load up the game, I go check the contracts. Like, oh, okay, there's a couple decent ones there. I go start recording, you know, and a couple minutes later, once I'm done doing the intro and talking about whatever we're going to talk about, I go check the contracts again, and they're gone. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, still nothing there. There's the... Yeah, that one's just not worth doing. And let's see, I don't think we have a cultivator yet, right? No. We need to look into investing in that one yet. Christopher was saying, a good video. Then you also said there was a new update today. I'm not sure. Was it update to the game or update? Very curious about this because I don't recall seeing an update, at least with my game anyway. Not to say there wasn't one. I could have very well missed it. You know, again, I mean, Steam does tend to just automatically update stuff, so if I'm not maybe paying super close attention, it's very well possible something got updated and I didn't see it. Want me the first time, you know, something like that's probably happened. Oh, what are we up to here now? 65%. We got a few more minutes here yet this episode. A little bit close. And then, of course, we'll probably want to run up to field 36 next. Field 36. We got one for 24. We don't really have one for 36, do we? At least not that I'm seeing anyway. 37, yep. Go all the way from 26 to 37. Interesting. Guess we just haven't been to any other fields in between there. We haven't been to a whole lot of fields like up in this area. I'm on like 37 and 40 and 39, 38, 31, 30, 35. And I know we've been to one of these fields. Oh, yeah, was it 38? But yeah, if you look, I mean, that's like the only one there too, right? We have not been to any of the rest of the fields, hardly. Ooh, looks like maybe 2 more passes here. I'm going to about have this field done. We'll have to see once how much or if any of the last pass of shame it looks like we'll have there. We'll have to complete. But yeah, like I said, I have not been to any of those fields. Kind of interesting. Haven't been to many of the fields up in this neck of the woods here either. Probably a big part of that is there are smaller fields. I mean, so those are probably your lower dollar contract fields, and I've kind of been staying away from them. Also goes for some of the fields up here in the 50s as well. 51, 52. We've been to 53, it looks like. 48, nope. 47. Well, and then maybe I should. It's possible we've been to it. I just never created a road network to it because, you know, I could have gone to 6 here and gone up to the rest. It doesn't look like it, though, I'm guessing. Field 1. Don't think we've ever done the field that's straight across from us yet. Also, I'm seeing something interesting. Well, that looks like a track down there. Might have to go check that out at some point. Maybe get a dirt bike and run down there. Take a little leisurely stroll down there here one of these days. Okay, we'll get to the end and we'll check our contract here again, see what percentage we're up to, and if we're going to have to finish the last pass or not. I'm guessing we'll probably have to at least get some of the last pass. Don't believe we really missed anything on that side of the field, so that's good. Oh, there's actually not a pass shame yet. There's like another... Well, that's maybe a full pass. It'd be real close. It's either a full pass or real close to it. Okay, what are we looking at here? What is our contract percentage? We are up to 80%. Okay, so by the time we finish this one, we're getting, what, about 15% per pass, right? So we should be up to We're up to 80, so we should be up to about 95 by the time we finish this one. So yeah, we'll have like another 5% to go on the next pass. And like I said, I think we can wrap that up here this episode then. It always feels good. I don't know about you folks, but it always feels good when we can actually finish something in an episode. A lot of the episodes I record, it seems like we start stuff, and then I usually end up having to finish it in between episodes, just kind of the way it goes, right? Typically try to keep my videos within that 30-minute time frame, and 30 minutes, if you think about it, it really does not give you a whole lot of time to do stuff in Farming Simulator. Especially when you're playing on a big map. That makes a big difference too, right? Definitely seeing a fair amount of stones in these fields here, by the way. Which, something I was wondering about. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any contracts for removing stones. So that must not be built into the game, I take it. Not that that particularly breaks my heart, Evan, because, again, the stones, yeah, I've definitely got some feelings about those, Evan. Probably one of the reasons I typically turn that nonsense off. Okay, what are we at? Oh, 89%. Oh, I thought we'd be closer to 95. I guess not. Okay, so we're getting about 10% per round, right? Because we were at 80% on the other one. Don't seem quite right. Guess we'll find out. Because we shouldn't have to finish the entirety of this last pass down for this field to be complete. %. Okay, we're getting close. No sense doing any more of the field than what we have to, right? Amazing how we get away with that in the game. Real life, I mean, oh boy. That would probably definitely be an issue in the real life. And of course, that does sometimes become a real issue in real life, Evan. Say whoever you're contracting out to do your fertilizer, if you contract it out anyway, and some farmers like to do it themselves, and for probably good reasons. Oh, there we go, Evan. But yeah, if you do mess something up with putting down fertilizer or something like that as a contract work, Evan, and the farmer goes and, let's see, let's go to that one here next. Farmer goes to the field and harvests it, and of course a lot of the farmers can monitor the yields coming off those fields. And if they can prove that you did something wrong, maybe, look at the yield map and you can see, yeah, like 75% of the fields yielding really well. But then you got this little funny section over here that, or maybe you missed a strip or something like that. You can see that on the map. Yep. Now the farmer can go back to whoever was doing the contract work and get them in some trouble, so to speak. Okay, let's see what's here. We are going to field 36. There was a field close to this because I didn't actually have 36, right? 36, so we got to go to 24. Field 24. And that'll get us close. Okay, well, anyway, on that note, I think with that, we better wrap up this episode here. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching, and till next time.